Once upon a time, in the ancient city of Shravasti during the time of Gautam Buddha, there lived a wealthy merchant. The merchant had a beautiful daughter named Patachara, whose striking beauty attracted the attention of many young men. In order to protect her from prying eyes, her parents locked her in the upper chamber of their house. Despite their precautions, Patachara fell in love with a servant in their household. On her wedding night, she eloped with her lover, leaving behind the groom her parents had chosen for her. The young couple fled to a distant village and made a simple living by performing various laborious tasks. After some time, Patachara became pregnant and decided to return to her parents' house to give birth. However, lacking the proper arrangements for delivery, she ended up giving birth to her child along the way. They then decided to turn back home. Sometime later, Patachara became pregnant again, and once again they embarked on a journey to her parents' home for the birth of their second child. To reach her maternal home, they had to traverse a dense forest. On their way, a fierce storm broke out, and Patachara began experiencing labor pains. Her husband went to gather firewood, but tragically he was bitten by a poisonous snake and succumbed to the venom. Unaware of her husband's fate, Patachara gave birth to her second child in the desolate forest. Throughout the night, she protected her children from the rain and anxiously awaited her husband's return. As morning broke, she went in search of him, only to find his lifeless body. Overwhelmed with grief, she continued her journey towards her parents' home, carrying her children. On their way, they encountered a raging river swelled by the monsoon rains. It was impossible for Patachara to cross the river with both her children. In a heart-wrenching decision, she left her older child on the riverbank and crossed over with her newborn baby. Once on the other side, she left her newborn baby there and went back to retrieve her older child. Tragically, as Patachara was halfway through the river, a hawk swooped down, snatched her newborn baby, and flew away. Witnessing this horrific event, Patachara screamed in despair. Mistakenly thinking that his mother was calling him, her older child jumped into the river and drowned in its fierce currents. Patachara's cries echoed through the air, but she was unable to save her child. Devastated by the loss of her children and husband in a single day, Patachara's mind shattered, and she descended into a state of deep sorrow and madness. She wandered naked and wailing through Shravasti, enduring scoldings and anger from those who encountered her. One day, she happened upon the vicinity of Gautam Buddha and his disciples. Amidst the commotion caused by her cries, Buddha became aware of her presence and instructed his followers to allow her to approach. Patachara, in her naked and deranged state, stood before Buddha. With compassion in his eyes, Buddha gently spoke, "Sister, regain your senses." As if by a miracle, Patachara regained her sanity. Realizing her nudity, she quickly covered herself, and Buddha offered her one of his robes. She prostrated herself at his feet and poured out her tragic tale. In the presence of Buddha, all her anguish evaporated, and a profound calmness and peace enveloped her being. Buddha spoke, reminding her that the tears she shed for her loved ones were just a fraction of the tears humanity has shed throughout countless lives due to separation and loss. He urged her not to let sorrow consume her, but to seek freedom from its bondage. Listening to Buddha's words, Patachara entered a state of Shravaka, the first of the 4 stages on the path to enlightenment according to Buddhism. She became a disciple of Buddha, and it is said that eventually she attained enlightenment before passing away. In this tale, we find that sorrow often arrives to teach us valuable lessons. Patachara's profound sorrow led her to encounter Buddha and attain enlightenment. Similarly, in our own lives, when we experience sorrow, we must understand that it has arrived to guide us toward our true selves, leading us to a realm of eternal happiness, where sorrow has no place. This is a tale of wisdom, teaching us to embrace the transformative power of sorrow and seek liberation from its grip. May these words inspire and uplift you on your journey. Thanks for watching, and may your smile radiate eternal peace.